90-Day Fiancé's Julia Trubkina reveals alarming health news after leaving America without Brandon. Julia Trubkina from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Shared a concerning health update with fans after leaving the United States without her husband, Brandon Gibbs. Julia and Brandon have been married since 2020 and have consistently faced marital challenges, particularly regarding their differing opinions on parenthood. Recently, they sought therapy to address their issues, which ultimately helped them find resolutions. Julia agreed to see an American doctor for her fertility concerns, and Brandon promised to help her bring her parents to the United States. Despite these efforts, it appears that their marriage is once again facing difficulties. Julia traveled to Belgrade, Serbia, to be with her family, leaving Brandon behind in the United States. Although she's enjoying her time with her mother, father, and brother, she continues to struggle with lingering health issues. In an emotional Instagram story, Julia revealed concerns about her health, stating, "I think my nervous system has gone out of the chat." She expressed the need to calm down and get through the week, hinting at significant changes to come. Julia mentioned, "Next week everything will change, we'll post." She also asked her followers to send her good luck and well wishes for a relaxing week ahead. What Julia Trubkina's health update means. Julia might be feeling drained from the challenges she's facing. Since Julia arrived in the United States in 2020, she has consistently faced challenges in adjusting to the new country. Initially, she faced conflicts with her in-laws and struggled to find personal space while living with them. After resolving this issue, she experienced frustration when her green card went missing. Although she eventually obtained American citizenship, her marriage now appears to be facing hardships. Brandon is eager to start a family, but Julia feels unprepared to become a mother just yet. Adding to her stress and sorrow, Julia recently lost her beloved dog, Simba, further complicating her life. Despite reuniting with her family, Julia continues to struggle with high levels of stress, anxiety, and burnout, likely exacerbated by the recent loss of her dog, Simba, in early May 2025. These ongoing hardships have kept Julia's body from fully recovering from the challenges she has faced in the past 5 years. Julia's mental health appears to be significantly impacted by her grief and sorrow, leaving her feeling overwhelmed and exhausted. Brandon's suggestion that she seek medical advice for her fertility issues may have only added to her emotional burden. Our take on Julia's "everything will change" message. Julia may make drastic changes in her life. While providing an update on her health, Julia teased a major life change. She may have been alluding to improving her health in the upcoming week or a significant shift in her living situation, relationship, or career. Julia's business, which caters to pet owners, has seen rapid success. Therefore, the anticipated change may occur in a different aspect of her life. It's possible that she could be starting a new chapter abroad, temporarily relocating to another country. Hopefully, the 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Cast member will post a new update soon. Julia Trubkina links with controversial male 90-Day Fiancé star as she mourns son after leaving US. Julia Trubkina from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Has teamed up with a controversial cast member to promote her business. After overcoming marital issues with her husband, Brandon Gibbs, Julia launched her new business, Kingdom for Dogs, in early 2025. She was thrilled to have finally achieved a successful career in the United States, but then faced a tragic turn of events. Julia lost her dog, Simba, which greatly affected her emotional well-being. Her grief prompted her to travel to Serbia to reunite with her family. Julia shared photos with her family, but none included her husband, Brandon. Julia has been enjoying her trip to Serbia while juggling her business. Earlier, Julia posted a photo of a black cat with one of her gift boxes, tagging her co-star, Pedro Jimeno, and thanking him for the picture. Recently, Pedro posted Instagram stories of himself playing with his 2 black cats and tagged Julia's business page, informing his followers that the toy he used came from a gift box Julia had sent. Although Pedro didn't directly tag Julia in his Instagram stories, it was clear that he was pleased with the gift box she had sent him. What Julia Trubkina partnering with Pedro Jimeno means. Pedro shows his support for Julia's business. It's impressive to see Julia attracting new customers, particularly those who are as well established as she is. Developing a strong customer base will enable her to promote her business to a broader audience, resulting in increased sales. Pedro isn't the only cast member who supports Julia's new business. Fellow pet owners and co-stars, including Jasmine Pineda, Sophie Sierra, Corey Rathgeber, and many others, follow Julia's business page. Some of them have promoted her business several times on their social media pages. Hopefully, partnering with popular 90 Day Fiancé cast members will help Julia's business grow. Julia's new partnership with Pedro appears to be strictly professional and business-oriented. Pedro has been working on improving his public image, leading to speculation that he may be promoting Julia's business to portray himself as a helpful and generous person. Julia, in turn, may have called Pedro her friend because he helped promote her business. It doesn't seem like she is a close friend of the controversial star. Still, it would be interesting to see if Pedro continues to post more videos promoting Julia's business, as well as who the next co-star to promote Julia will be. Our take on Pedro promoting Julia's business. Pedro Jimeno and Julia Trubkina offer mutual support. Pedro wasn't very nice to his ex-wife, Chantel Everett, but he showed himself to be a good friend to those close to him. He may have promoted Julia's business on social media out of kindness, but it's also possible that he did so to repair his reputation among fans. It's also possible that Julia sent Pedro the gift box for free so he could promote it. Since neither of the 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Cast members have extensively discussed their friendship. It's reasonable to conclude that they are simply co-stars who support each other. This pain will never go away. 90 Day Fiancé's Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs have lost a family member. What happened to their son Simba? Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs from 90 Day, The Last Resort have been mourning the death of a loved one. Julia is from Russia and worked as a go-go dancer in South Korea when she was introduced to Brandon by his friend. Julia and Brandon starred in 90 Day Fiancé Season 8 after she moved to the US to marry Brandon in 2020. Julia found it difficult to adjust to the farm life as Brandon lived with his parents in Virginia to save money. Julia struggled to have a comfortable and private life, but sacrificed her wishes for Brandon. Over the next few years, Julia and Brandon struggled with communication, trust, and cultural differences, which caused tension between them. Financial stress and their disagreements about family matters contributed to their marriage issues. Julia didn't feel supported by Brandon while he was frustrated with Julia's stubbornness. Julia and Brandon headed to 90 Day, The Last Resort to seek professional help to avoid getting divorced. While they were able to save their marriage, Brandon and Julia's relationship is being tested by the death of their son. Julia had 2 dogs, Simba and Nala. Julia's love for dogs sparked a new career and business. Simba, a German Shepherd, was adopted by Julia and her husband, Brandon, from his family's farm, where they breed German Shepherds. Simba quickly became very attached to Julia, following her everywhere, and she affectionately referred to him as her son. In 2023, Julia and Brandon expanded their family by adopting Nala, another dog, further solidifying their love for animals. Nala, whose name draws inspiration from The Lion King, was introduced to fans through an Instagram reel, where she was seen sharing affectionate moments with Simba and Julia. Julia revealed that Nala came from the same farm as Simba, deepening their connection. Her growing love for dogs soon shaped her career. While living on Brandon's family farm, she became inspired to explore dog training. Guided by her father-in-law, Ron Gibbs, Julia started helping with training and dog care. Realizing her natural talent, she took courses to expand her skills and eventually built a career around it. She also launched Kingdom for Dogs, a subscription box service for pets. What began as hesitation toward farm life evolved into a fulfilling journey of dog training and entrepreneurship for Julia. Julia revealed she can't have a baby. Julia has health issues. While Julia slowly started seeing her business succeed, her personal life was going through a major setback. Julia Trubkina has openly shared her fertility struggles, revealing that she may not be able to have children. On 90 Day, the last resort, she tearfully recalled taking a fertility test in Russia that indicated she couldn't conceive. Julia admitted she feared confirming the diagnosis in the US, worried it might impact her relationship with Brandon Gibbs. However, Brandon reassured her with unconditional support, saying her ability to have children wouldn't change his commitment. Julia has been candid on social media about her feelings towards having kids. In May 2023, she addressed fans' persistent questions by writing, 3 years from marriage or 10 years, it does not oblige anyone to have children. She declared that having a baby was never her goal with Brandon and emphasized that decisions about parenthood shouldn't be influenced by societal expectations. Julia also mentioned dealing with personal health issues and uncertainties about the future, so having children was not something they were planning right now. Julia embraced her dog mom personality. Julia shared an unbreakable bond with her 2 babies. After her emotional confession on the show, Julia turned to Instagram to reflect on the experience with her followers. She wrote, "For today's episode, all this is a game changer for me, my well-being, and our relationship." Julia admitted she had been hesitant to open up, especially since she had never tried therapy before. She once believed she had to be strong and handle everything alone, but now sees that being vulnerable takes courage, not weakness.